Overhead walks aren't just some old-school strongman move. They're one of the few exercises that can completely transform how your body looks and feels. Most people only expect one thing from this exercise, but I'm going to show you what really happens to your body when you start doing it consistently. The first thing that happens, your shoulders wake up. And I mean really wake up. Your deltoids, the muscles that cap your shoulders, have to work overtime to keep that weight stable above your head. But it's not just your delts doing all the work. Your rotator cuff muscles, those 4 small but crucial muscles that keep your shoulder joint together, suddenly become the unsung heroes. They're firing constantly, making tiny adjustments with every step to keep that weight from crashing down. This is the kind of shoulder stability you can't get from seated presses or lateral raises. This is real-world functional strength that protects your shoulders for life. But here's where it gets interesting. Later in this video, I'm going to reveal the one body system that overhead walks transform more than any other exercise. And it's probably not what you think. Now, have you ever watched someone walk with perfect posture? Head high, chest out, shoulders back? That person probably does overhead work. Because the moment you put weight above your head and start walking, your body has no choice but to stack itself correctly. Your thoracic spine, that's the upper part of your back, extends naturally. Your chest opens up, your head finds its proper position over your shoulders instead of jutting forward like a turtle. This isn't just about looking good, though it definitely helps with that. This is about undoing years of damage from hunching over phones, computers, and steering wheels. The overhead position forces your upper back muscles, especially the rhomboids and middle traps, to engage and pull your shoulder blades back and down. Your lower traps have to fire to support the weight overhead. Even your serratus anterior, those finger-like muscles along your ribs, activate to keep your shoulder blades stable against your rib cage. This creates a domino effect that ripples through your entire body. Better posture means better breathing. Better breathing means more oxygen to your muscles and brain. More oxygen means better performance and clearer thinking. It's like hitting the reset button on your entire structure. And once your posture starts fixing itself, something even more important kicks in. Your core becomes a fortress. Forget planks and sit-ups. Overhead walks build the kind of core strength that actually protects your spine in real life. When you're carrying weight overhead, your body wants to arch your back, twist to one side, or lean forward. Your deep core muscles have to fire like crazy to keep you upright and stable. Your transverse abdominis, that deep muscle that wraps around your torso like a natural weight belt, clamps down tight. Your diaphragm works with your pelvic floor to create internal pressure that supports your spine. This isn't just about getting abs you can see in the mirror. This is about building the kind of core stability that prevents back pain, improves your performance in every other exercise, and makes daily activities feel effortless. When you can walk with weight overhead, picking up your kids or moving furniture becomes a joke. But here's what most people don't realize about overhead walks. They're secretly one of the best leg exercises you can do. Your glutes have to fire to keep your pelvis stable. Your quads and hamstrings work together to control each step. Your calves and feet are constantly adjusting to maintain balance. It's like doing lunges, squats, and balance work all at once, but without the joint stress of jumping or heavy loading. Your legs get stronger, but in a way that actually makes you more athletic and coordinated, not just bigger. And speaking of coordination, overhead walks turn you into a movement ninja. Every step challenges your proprioception, your body's ability to know where it is in space. Your brain has to constantly communicate with muscles throughout your body to keep that weight balanced overhead while moving forward. This trains your nervous system to be more efficient, more responsive, and more coordinated. You'll notice it in other exercises first. Your balance during single leg work improves. Your stability during heavy lifts gets better, but then you'll start noticing it in daily life. You'll feel more graceful, more controlled, more confident in how you move. Now remember that body system I mentioned earlier that overhead walks transform more than any other exercise? It's your nervous system, not just the coordination part, but your entire stress response and mental toughness. Carrying weight overhead while walking is intimidating. Your brain immediately goes into high alert mode. But as you practice, something incredible happens. You learn to stay calm under pressure. You develop the ability to breathe and think clearly even when your body is under stress. This carries over into everything else. Work stress feels more manageable. Difficult conversations become easier. Challenging workouts don't seem as scary. You're literally training your nervous system to handle stress better, and that's a skill that improves every area of your life. The breathing component alone is worth the price of admission. When you're carrying weight overhead, you can't hold your breath like you might during other exercises. You have to learn to breathe while maintaining core stability. This teaches you how to breathe properly under stress, which is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. But let's talk about what overhead walks do for your metabolism. This exercise is like a full-body furnace. Your heart rate spikes not just from the physical demand, but from the stress response of having weight overhead. Your muscles are working harder to stabilize and support the load. Your nervous system is firing on all cylinders. This combination creates what's called excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. Your body keeps burning calories at an elevated rate long after you're done exercising. It's like getting the benefits of cardio and strength training wrapped into one efficient package. And because overhead walks are scalable, you can adjust them to your goals. Light weight for longer distances builds endurance and stability. Heavier weight for shorter distances builds strength and power. Single arm variations challenge your core and coordination even more. The beauty of this exercise is that it's impossible to fake. You can't cheat or use momentum. Either you can maintain that overhead position while walking, or you can't. It's honest feedback about your true strength and stability. Now, here's something most people never consider. Overhead walks make you more resistant to injury, especially in your shoulders and back. The constant small adjustments and stabilization strengthen all the little muscles and connective tissues that keep your joints healthy. Your rotator cuff muscles become bulletproof. Your thoracic spine gains mobility. Your core learns to protect your lower back automatically. You're essentially doing injury prevention work disguised as strength training. But there's a mental component that might be even more valuable. There's something primal about carrying weight overhead. It connects you to a fundamental human movement pattern that we've lost in our modern world. It builds confidence in a deep, instinctual way. When you can walk confidently with weight overhead, you carry yourself differently in every other situation. You stand taller, move with more purpose, and approach challenges with more confidence. It's like physical therapy for your self-esteem. Of course, like any powerful exercise, overhead walks come with some common mistakes that can limit their effectiveness or even cause problems. The biggest mistake I see is trying to go too heavy too soon. Your shoulders need time to adapt to the overhead position, especially if you've never done this type of work before. Start light. I'm talking embarrassingly light. A pair of 10 or 15-pound dumbbells might be plenty for your first few sessions. Focus on maintaining perfect posture and control rather than impressing anyone with weight. Another mistake is letting your ribs flare out and your back arch excessively. This turns the exercise into a back extension rather than a core stability challenge. Keep your ribs pulled down and your core engaged throughout the entire walk. And please don't rush through this exercise. It's not about speed. It's about control and stability. Take deliberate steps, maintain your posture, and focus on the quality of movement rather than covering distance quickly. So how should you program overhead walks into your routine? If you're new to this, start with 2 or 3 sets of 30 seconds using light weight. Rest for 60 to 90 seconds between sets. Focus on maintaining perfect form rather than pushing through fatigue. As you get more comfortable, you can increase the time to 45 seconds or a minute, add a little more weight, or try single arm variations. You can do these at the beginning of your workout as activation and warm-up, or at the end as a finisher that challenges your stability when you're already fatigued. The key is consistency. Do overhead walks 2 or 3 times per week, and within a month, you'll notice changes in your posture, stability, and confidence that carry over into everything else you do. Your shoulders will feel bulletproof, your core will be rock solid, and you'll move through life with the kind of confident posture that makes people wonder what you know that they don't. This isn't just another exercise to add to your routine, it's a tool that can literally reshape how you carry yourself through life, both physically and mentally.